Alright, we've just parked up at Mytholm Steeps. It's a little fairly unknown crag just above Hebden Bridge. I've been trying this block called Titus Gaukroger that Nik Jennings put up about 15 years ago now since he did it, and it's not had any repeats since then. He gave it 8A+, which I think is a little bit sandbagged. I think the crux move I've probably had about 15 or 20 sessions and still not stuck it, not even really fully committed to a method yet. So I think it's probably fair to say it's at least 8B. Who knows, I might be missing something. It might have changed slightly since Nik did it. The rock quality can be a little bit flaky, but let's go have a look. A couple of other really good blocks here. The Wickerman Traverse, like 7A, permanently dry. Run some laps on that as a warm-up. And there it is. That's Titus. It's a pretty steady, like, first move to the slopers. Somehow kind of get your way across here, and then the crux is up to this jug, which has been reinforced by Nik because it's pretty hollow. And then from there, it's like maybe 7A+ to the top. It's not too bad. You can get the distance, but actually getting in the hold and taking the swing seems pretty impossible. I'm gonna try the other method because the sun is directly in the line of the jug at the moment. I can't really see anything. And to be honest, I've been working that for probably like 5 sessions. I've felt close, but I don't think I'm going to get any closer. I think I need to try coming into the next set of slopers. Like you can get static on here. The jump's probably not that bad. It's gonna be a lot better to catch. You can just about take that kind of swing. The problem with the other method is it's just too much. Connie's ometer says smiley face. I feel like there should be something for the left foot. I had a chat to Nik briefly about his sequence. Obviously it was a little while ago since he did it, so he didn't have too much detail, but I'm pretty sure this is the method. He said he didn't use this furthest to the left of the 4. Well, there's nothing like it anyway. It's just been brushed. Not really expecting loads today. Just couldn't resist this weather. And it's really low humidity, so you never know. I kind of feel like these slopers actually want a little bit of humidity just to help you stick. You just kind of glass off them otherwise. That's the move afterwards. You just like... That method's so tempting. I just don't think it works. I think it's easy to get convinced that we just hit it one day. I think I could probably get the distance quite consistent. I think the swing is just far too much. It's meant to be 8A plus. I think quite a lot of people have tried this over the years. I think when it was first done it got a lot of attention, and it's kind of just become a bit of a forgotten block since then. There's like one photo of Nik swinging on the jog right here, and that's it. No video of this end, no videos of anyone trying it. I just kind of thought if I made this video it might inspire a few people to come try it. Maybe people who are a bit stronger than me can revive it and give it a big grade. It's possible that these slopers, like they're kind of sandy. It's possible that some bits have fallen off these since Nik did it. I felt like I almost stopped for a second. You only need a second to stop and then spot it. Off you go. Every session convinces me more and more that this is the hardest boulder I've ever tried. Maybe one of the hardest on grit. It just feels conceptual still after 20 sessions. But the sun has come round and it's no longer quite as blinding for the jump. Not that I can get set up for the jump. I feel like if there was just a little toe hook, it'd be enough to match in and then just kind of paddle. But there isn't. But hunting around for a little bit of something. There's a couple of mentions of this problem on UKB. One guy boldly a few years ago claimed that he'd found a method that made it 7B. Never came back and did it. Maybe if you stand on the floor, you stand on this, everything that's in, and just kind of, that might be 7B. I've never had a projecting process like this where one move has just been can't even really understand how you would do it. It's maybe just very anti-style. I wouldn't have thought so. But that Nik guy, ahead of his time. Strong dude. Right, that last attempt felt like I actually stopped for a second. I'm not sure how I'm going to actually jump from that position. We'll keep going. I'm getting that left foot and it feels good, but I think it's going to pull me way too far under the boulder to actually jump. It's kind of the problem with this, like, you find all these little things that make you stay on, but they mean you can't do the next move. Let's have a break for a bit and do a lap of the top out. It's still a little bit scrizzly, so I'm sure it'll benefit from a bit of a brush. Okay, well, what I couldn't tell from the ground was that the slab was just completely seeping. All those ripples were just at the back, completely drenched. But by the time I found that out, it's a bit late to come down. You can't really see where the pads are. You're kind of under the lip, and just had to climb through it. I didn't really want to be up there, but it's good to get a lap on the ending, even in sub-prime conditions. I think if I ever stick this lower sequence, I'll probably bring the ladder, clean a little bit more of the moss off so it's dry. But I think I might wrap the session up there. Might have a couple more attempts at this lower section. But skin's not doing great, feeling pretty tired. What a lovely day to be out.